Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Erin, and I literally like to pull up things off of TikTok and just break them down and make them a little entertaining for myself. So if you don't mind pressing that like and subscribe button, guys, and let's get started. So yeah, 1,500 on a car note is crazy. And unfortunately, this is the society that we live in. It's all about showing off, who got the nicest stuff. Like, nobody cares about finances. I noticed that nobody cares. Nobody cares about being broke. Nobody cares about living paycheck to paycheck. Well, I am one of those little people that still care about living paycheck to paycheck. $1,500 on a car note is crazy. I can't even picture like anyone doing that, but believe it or not, there are people out here doing that. And guys, when you see this story, oh my God, when you see this story, I'm sorry. Let's go on and listen to this TikTok story, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Melissa, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer from social media.
Oh, hey, Yusuf. I'm glad you called. I know you go to the auctions, and I was going to book a call with you, but I didn't want to pay the $49 if I really couldn't get, what I needed to get.
Okay.
I had a 2018 Mercedes E400, and it got repoed back in November. And from your videos, I remember that you go to the auctions and buy repo cars. And I wanted to know if you could possibly assist me with getting it back.
Wow. Okay. So why did it get repossessed? I'm sure you fell behind, but I mean, any particular reason? Did you have a job issues? What happened?
Yeah, so I lost my job. So I fell behind on some payments for 7 months.
I'm gonna stop her right there. Falling behind on some payments. 7 months worth of payments is not some payments. It just sounds like she lost her job. She was not paying this thing off or trying to pay it off or anything. She was just riding it out until they come in and repossess that bitch, because 7 months is not some. Let's continue.
And now I'm getting back to a good spot. I was living in Miami, which obviously expensive. But I just moved back to Atlanta with my mom, so I'm kind of getting more financially stable right now.
Okay. Wait a minute. So you said you fell back on some payments. 7 months is not some payments. Do you have a job right now?
I do not currently have a job right now. But
so how do you have the money to pay for this car if I sell it back to you?
So I just recently got a check from the insurance company for an accident I was involved in about 3 months ago, I think it was. So I want to use that money to get my car back, and then I can get a job and work on my payments and stuff. I'm applying for jobs and stuff now.
I'm not laughing at you, but wait a minute. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds a little bit absurd. You got your car repossessed back in November. You want me to buy it back. You don't have a job. You're using the money that you got from an insurance payout to get the car back so you can get mobile and get a job, correct?
Correct.
You don't think that's a little bit backwards?
Mr. Yusuf, sir, that's not backwards. That's crazy. And you are very nice. Because I would have chuckled and laughed, because that is absolutely insane. There is nothing in what she said that's reassuring that this car will not get repossessed again. And that's absolutely crazy. And honestly, that's the most Miami thing I've ever heard. That explanation that she gave is the most Miami thing I ever heard, because people in Miami, they live like this. And I know this because I live in Miami. Like, this is how they live. They will rather do paycheck to paycheck. But you know what? They got a nice car. They'd rather, live in their mama's house, living paycheck to paycheck, not trying to strive for nothing else, but they got a nice car. Or they got a nice purse. They'll spend their whole paycheck on a purse, but they got a nice purse. Like, fuck, I'm going to pay the other stuff. But you know what? I look cute. I look expensive when I go out. That's the most Miami thing I ever heard, because ain't no way a car is that, like a big thing for me. Like, no way. Like, I have better things to worry about. But let's continue.
No, I'm just trying to think ahead. I said I'm actively applying to jobs, but I know I need a car to get from point A to point B. So why not start by trying to get my car back?
Curious, how much were you paying a month for the Mercedes?
I was paying about $1,300 a month.
$1,300 a month.
Yeah.
That is insane. Okay, $1,300 a month. What was your? Do you remember like the specifics of the loan? What was your interest like and all that?
Yeah, my interest was like 22%. Also hoping like, you know, if I get it back, I could possibly like refinance it or something and get the interest to go down.
What's your credit? What's your credit score right now?
It was a 560, but since I'm working on, you know, building up, it's like a 590 right now.
How much money do you have down?
0, but
I know I would be so embarrassed. I'll be so embarrassed to even be saying this because, ma'am, you should have made this phone call when you at least got out of the 5s. Like, you're not even in a low 600. And then you have no money to put down? Like, what are you... Let's continue.
I would at least be willing to put like the $1,300 down that I have for my monthly payment.
You don't think you should take that insurance payout, buy a cheap cash car, get your money up, find a job, take advantage of living at home with your mom, and then come back to me and like you're Yusuf, you know what, I'm in a better position. You actually have a job, you have better credit, and then we can get you into a different car with a lot cheaper payment?
No, not really. I kind of really, like I said, I value the cars that I drive, and I really like that car. So my goal is to get that car back. And then, like I said, I'll have my car, work on my job. I'm going to get a job and then go from there.
I think your priorities are all wrong. The reason why I called you is because you were very adamant in messaging me multiple times. So that's why I decided to call you. I
mean, I appreciate it, like your advice and everything, but I was really only looking to get your help and find my car back. Like, that's really what I want, so.
I got you. I mean, but you don't think you're gonna put yourself in a bad position? I'm just reminding you that if I buy it back, there's no chance you'll get approved for it. And even if you were approved for it, you're gonna be still at a high interest loan paying over $1,000 a month for a car. You don't have a job for it that had a recent repossession.
No, I mean, like, I could have a job by the time we go through this whole process. Like I said, I'm actively applying.
But you haven't had a job for the last year, correct? That's why you moved from Miami to Atlanta?
Yeah, the job market is hard, but in Atlanta, there are more opportunities. Hence why I moved.
I got you. I don't feel like you're really trying to hear what I'm saying, right?
Not really, because I just wanted your help with that one thing, but it seems like you're really not trying to help me.
Yeah, for this, you should have booked it. For this, you should have booked a time with me and paid the $49 so I could feel better for saying no. But even if I were, I wouldn't be able to do that because you're going to be in the same spot now, and that's that.
All right, it's cool, whatever. It's a waste of time.
There was just something about constructive criticism, honesty, and not being a yes man that some people just can't handle. Because that right there, like, he gave great advice. He was 100% honest. He was upfront, because he could have easily been like one of those salesmen, like, yeah, I got you, and you end up paying like, I don't know, like that girl, $1,500 a month, and then get your car repossessed all over again and put you even in a worse position. But no. He was honest. He was upfront. He told you, this is what's going to happen if you keep doing this. And this is how much you're going to be paying, or, you know, or it could possibly even put you in a worse place. And the fact that she didn't get what she wanted, she just wants that car because she values her car and the car she drives, is absolutely insane. So that just shows you like where a lot of people's minds are at, because they were willing to put themselves in debt just to drive a nice car. But at the same time, a car doesn't even hold value unless it's like an antique. But like these regular cars, they don't hold no value. They get they lose value the moment you drive off that lot. And the fact that people are really killing themselves like to really just be in a luxury vehicle, but it's paying like damn near about the same amount as rent is crazy. Moving on.
What's the highest payment you've ever seen?
$1,784.
Demetrius, what's the highest payment you've ever seen?
Oh, like $2,100.
Sheesh. Roy, what's the highest car payment you've ever seen?
It was $1,958.
Jesus. Leslie, what's the highest payment you've seen?
$1,400.
Hey guys, what's the highest payment y'all have ever seen?
$2,435.
March?
3,200.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yes.
What's the highest car payment you've seen?
I wouldn't have a clue because I'm a marketing manager.
Patrick,
Sir,
what's the highest payment you've seen?
highest payment I've seen, probably like 1900.
Raul, what's the highest car payment you've ever seen?
2,500 and you can be next.
I need to find out what the heck is costing that much and why are they paying so much for a car. I need to know, what are you driving? Because if I don't hear nothing like a Bentley or a Ferrari or nothing, no. You know what? That's going to be my next video. Just stay tuned for it. I'm going to find out what are these people driving and why it costs so dang much. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. Cars for that much? I might as well just live in it, because some of these car payments I'm hearing, that's more than my mortgage. That's absolutely insane. That is more than my mortgage, and it's absolutely insane. And, you know, some of these payments are even telling you, they're not even including insurance. Especially with this economy now, you know, the job isn't booming like how it used to. Like, how are you even able to afford this? This is absolutely insane. So let's just get educated for a little bit with this next clip.
Possessions are up 23%. More people are falling behind on car payments than ever before. Well, I wonder why. The average car payment for a new vehicle is $734. The average car note for a used car is $525. The average of a new car costs about $47,542. And then if you was to add on insurance on top of the car, depending on what kind of car you got, depending on what state and all that you live in, that's over $1,000 a month on a car. And on top of all that, let's not forget the interest rate. I don't know about y'all, but having a paid off car, it feels great, especially for the pockets.
I agree with him 100% with that line, because I've had leases, I've financed vehicles, and I've had multiple paid off cars. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I felt the best in the car that was paid off. That's where I felt the most comfortable. I felt the cutest. Because I had money in my pocket when my car was paid off. And that is the best feeling, to know that you could be saving an extra $500 a month. You could put it away towards anything else. And me, I'm like a mommy. I have mommy shame and mommy guilt. So whatever extra money I have, I just put it away for my kids. I'm not one of those that's gonna go out and buy some toys. No, I put it away for the college fund, and that's just how I do it. But I never understood car shaming people. I never understood that, because those that don't have payments are the ones that can flex on you the most, because they ain't gotta worry about the payments. Because how you over here flexing on somebody with a $1,800 car note? Ma'am, no. I'm so glad I was born in the 90s, because I don't really care about some of these things. Like some of these kids and, you know, flexing on people and all that stuff. I don't care for that. I just want to be comfortable and enjoy my little vacations and always come back with money in my pocket and not have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck. I just can't do it. Especially not in this economy, especially not in this society. You don't know what's going to happen next, but here we are, throwing everything away for a car. It's crazy.
That's why I never understood why people like to car shame people. Nobody wants to walk around with that high-ass car note. As long as everything is good and my air work, I'm gonna ride this car till the wheels fall off. And I'm not trying to shame nobody with a nice car. If you know you can afford the car, by all means get it. By all means.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I actually really enjoyed filming this video and actually seeing what people are really paying, because I know a lot of people that, you know, own these nice cars. I have friends that, you know, younger than me, older than me, that actually own these nice cars. And I'm always curious to know what are they doing? How much are they paying? And they never want to tell you because they're so embarrassed. And I get it. I won't get it because I'm not going to do that. I won't do that to myself. I just can't. So yeah, look out for my next video, because we are going to find out what cars are costing us $1,500 and up. And we're going to see the faces of the people that are paying it. I guarantee you, they ain't got no shame to let you know. It's something proud. They're going to be proud to tell you, yeah, I'm paying $2,000 a month for my car or whatever. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I will have another video for you guys next week or a couple of days tomorrow. I don't know how I'm feeling. But anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.